Today I want to finally try out the light trail feature in the native camera app of the Huawei P30 Pro. The location I'm going to do this is on a gas station. Actually across the street on the other side of the highway is a McDonald's, and there is a bridge crossing the highway which gives me a nice overview in both directions of the highway on top of that bridge. So I will climb up that stairs here and then position me and see how I can catch light trails. The problem is that the light trail feature in the camera app of the P30 Pro and the P30 is actually made for dark environments, and it is not dark yet. So it's 9 p.m. and we still have a lot of available light here. It's the blue hour. So I'm curious to see how my P30 will handle the situation. But nevertheless, if it does, I could imagine we get some nice shots because we have a very dramatic sky. My gut feeling tells me that we are close before a thunderstorm. We also have sufficiently many cars passing by in both directions. So I think from this location, I have actually a good opportunity to try out that light trail feature of the P30. So we are now on the bridge. You saw me climbing up the stairs. It's a highway in Switzerland. It's between Zurich and Chur. And it's a nice bridge. There's a McDonald's on the left-hand side and a gas station on the right and the left-hand side. And I think it is not yet dark enough for the light trail app, and in order to compensate for that, I might want to do this in wide angle, because in wide angle the aperture is more close, which might already work at these, let's say, transitional light conditions between daylight and evening. So let's get started. Let's go to the more section. On the more section we have at the bottom, the second one from the left hand side is the light painting. I go into that and then I choose light trails, which is just at the bottom here. And on these dots at the bottom I choose the wide angle view. And then you see it's getting quite dark. So let's push the shutter button and let's see what happens. You see the sky brightens up a little bit, but you see nicely the light trails on the left and right hand side exposing. It's one of those features of the Huawei P30 Pro where the camera is intelligent enough to basically segregate the lights moving from the rest of the environment and the background, and I think that gives me a very nice exposure here with that kind of dramatic sky and the cars going on the left and right hand side over that highway and leaving those light trails. Let's keep it going for a while. You see at the top of the live view screen it counts up, and I could basically do this as long as I want because the background will not change and it will just add more light on the light trails coming from the cars on the highway. I think at this point in time it is enough. Let's stop and let's look at the picture we just created. Quite nice. Quite nice. All right, so let's go back. Let's try to go now to the primary lens and let's see how much this gets overexposed. Yeah, I think this is a little bit too much, so I don't like that. We have to wait until it gets more dark and then we have to take that picture again because this is totally overexposed. But just to get it one more time, let's go back to the wide angle. Here we go. Sorry, that was my recording app which just accidentally popped up here. And also apologize for the background noise. It's just those freaking cars going around here. Let's try to do this again. Yeah, this is nice. Now the sky is not overexposed. It looks dramatic. We get the light trails on the left and right hand side of the highway. We just wait for a moment to collect them. And then I think at a certain point in time the picture is good. I might also go to the other side of the highway and take the same picture again, and let's see what we get there. So this is almost half a minute now. I think it looks good. I should stop here. Let's look at the picture. Quite nice. You see the concept how it is working. Let's switch sides. Then I will be back and we take one more shot. And then I think I illustrated enough how that light trails feature in the Huawei P30 Pro is working. So that's how it is looking at the other side, opposite direction of the highway. I'm taking this video just now with my iPhone just to give you a sense of where we are. And now let's go for a last round. So I'm now at the other side of the bridge, looking in the opposite direction. Let's go to wide angle again. Gives me a nice picture. Maybe let's adjust this a little bit here on the tripod. Actually, a tripod is recommended here. You can do this handhold, but the longer the exposure takes, the more difficult it is for the camera to adjust. Huawei is very smart also in the night mode to let you handhold taking long exposures, but if you want to be on the safe side and you have one of those small tripods, then it is much better actually to have it on a tripod, and it's not you know, heavy weighing on your luggage. And maybe in a separate video or later I show what tripod I'm using for smartphones, but this is not a big burden, and it makes your shot just so more stable and just so more reliable in terms of what's going on. Actually, some people are crossing the street now, so let's wait until they are over, because this is creating some shakes and vibration here. And let's wait until they are over and they cross the bridge. So I think this is good now. Let's wait for some cars. Okay, the camera is in standby mode now. I think there are some cars coming in a moment, hopefully, because currently nothing is happening. It seems that Switzerland already is to bed at 9 o'clock in the evening. So I see a first one coming and a second one on the right hand side lane, so let's get started. Very nice, dramatic sky, nice trails coming across the streets here on the left hand side of the highway. Looks very good. I think also the gas station on the right hand side with that additional available light is quite nice in the picture. More to come. Unfortunately, no one on the, you know, the left hand side road. Well, now we got them. Here we go. And since we can wait until the very last moment of our life, because this is not changing the background, we have all the time in the world to wait for the best kind of scene coming in terms of light trails here. Let's see if we get something more. And then I think the shot looks good as it is. Let's wait for one more on the right hand side and two more on the left hand side. And then we close the picture. But you see clearly the background is very stable. It remains what it is. And I think we should now stop taking exposure here. Okay, that's it. Let's look at the picture. Very nice. Actually, if you zoom into this, very sharp. You see nicely the gas station here. Quite nice result of another very cool feature in the Huawei P30 Pro.